A very good evening to all the traders. This is Aryan, welcoming you to a new episode of Chart Analysis. In this video, I have picked up an equity whose chart pattern I liked a lot, and so we will analyze it and see how we can expect future movements in this equity. So without wasting any further time, let's move on to the screen. The first chart that we will be looking on is Trent chart. I have opened 1 hour time frame chart, and on the 1 hour time frame you can see that it is clearly in a downtrend. However, recently, initially the downtrend was sharp decline, but now it is rounding off. This is called a rounding off pattern, and if it pattern succeeds, it should go somewhat like this. If it is a rounding pattern, where we are currently, we are somewhere at here, as you can see in this chart. We fell sharply, then our decline decreased, the rate of decline decreased, and now we are somewhat rounding off, forming a bottom. So let's move on to weekly chart. First analyze this equity from top to down approach. On the weekly time frame, we can see that for recent price action, we can see that a bull run started in this equity in starting of 2023. Then price was 1000, around 1000. From there it shot up to 800%, that is 8300. From there, last year in August, from there started the correction. This correction brought prices almost to half, 50% down. However, on the logarithmic chart, though it fell from 8300 to 4500, it seems to be 50% fall. We are currently at, it took support exactly at 50% retracement level. Currently it is hovering between 50% retracement and somewhat 30% retracement. It is hovering. Let me remove the drawings and let me remove this also. Wait, okay, yeah, now the chart is clear. So it took support here, which comes out to be 50% Fibonacci retracement. Now let's move to daily time frame. On daily time frame, where were we? So this was when correction started. Correction lasted. This was the lowest high of this downtrend, and this lowest high has not been breached since then. There was once an attempt to break it, however, after that, on bad earnings, it fell drastically, then it continued falling down. It came back to levels from where it had taken support, that is 5000 levels. 5000 being also a round number, it took support there, and from there it shot up to 5600. Currently, in the recent days, it has found supply at 5600, and now it has come back to the support zone, that is 5000. So price is lucrative. If we assume this channel rectangular box to be respected, this acts as a support and this acts as a resistance. So currently price is near the support. Seeing this opportunity, I took a demo trade. The demo trade I initiated with, you can see, I have a risk to reward ratio of 1.67. To be a round figure, 1.5 risk reward I have. My entry was at 5150, and I have kept stop loss at some points buffer to the recent swing low, that is this one and this one. My stop loss is here, and my target is somewhere near the upper bound of this rectangular box. So that is what I have expected, and on hourly chart I have already shown it was a clear cut rounding pattern formation, if I am correct. Let's see how this equity behaves in the near term. Now the second equity that I wanted to analyze is Tata Elxsi. See, for Tata Elxsi, at this point I had initiated a demo trade and also I had taken a real trade. Even when my stop loss was hit with the falling momentum, I kept on my trades open, and somewhere near here I booked my profits. After that, it fell sharply that day. I thought that this level is acting as a resistance, and so it won't be breached. But to my surprise, this level once in this resistance level, once it was breached, and this was acting as support. Once breached, now is acting as a support. That is, price took support here, and currently this was also a resistance, but now it has been breached uh, to a great extent, breached comfortably. So now this should act as support. Also, we can see that this downtrend, the downtrend that was in effect, has now been has now been converted to uptrend, and this is the higher low. Now this is the higher low, and I guess price has come to a lucrative level of this support. I should keep stop loss at, where should my stop loss be? My stop loss should be below the, so I guess, okay, it is quite huge. Anyways, I am also expecting, I am not that confident about this trade, so let's keep it 1:1. So my target will be somewhere near 6132. If with the momentum it continues, it will take a, or else let's cut it down. Target will be somewhere 252, and so will be my stop loss. So this is the demo trade that I am thinking of taking, that I have taken. This is demo trade. Let me write. That was all for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed my analysis. Please continue watching the further videos on this topic to know about if our view was right or we were punished by the markets. That's all. Adios, amigo. Powering off.